Okay, hello everybody. This is going to be an assignment that's going to deal with some interesting places in the world. So you have this document on our Google Classroom, and it has 28 different interesting places. So page one here is the world's coldest place. It lists it here as the East Antarctic Plateau. It gives a little bit of information. On page two, we get another one, the most populated city, and it lists it as Shanghai with a little bit of information. So what we're going to do is we're going to map these places for this assignment. So to map it, what I'm going to get you to do is open up a new tab, and in the bar at the top, you're going to type in My Maps. Now, My Maps we used before Christmas. You've got to be really careful here that you're using My Maps and you're not using Google Maps. So here's My Maps right here. Okay, and when you open it up, it looks like this. Now, mine's going to look a little bit different because I've made a lot of these maps. You can see some of the maps I made before Christmas with you, and we compared the size of Greenland to Africa. But what you're going to do is you're going to create a new map. And as the new map opens up, you can see, like I said before, it looks a lot like the Google Maps, but it is Google My Maps. And up here, we're going to put a title onto our map as we do with all files when we first create them right here. And we're going to call this map the world's, interesting places in the world. Okay. And we'll save that. So now that we have our title up here, it's our job to start mapping these. So we'll go to the first one here, okay? And it's called the East Antarctic Plateau. And I'm going to search for that, and it will locate it here, hopefully on my map for me. Find it on the map over here. Sorry, let's try that one more time. The East Antarctic Plateau. And it puts a pin here. So when it drops this pin here, we're going to click this here, and we're going to add it to the map. When we do that, it shows up over here. Okay? So as it shows up over here, now we have our place here. We're just going to remove this Google Maps detail right here, and it leaves us with this text box. So then what we'll do is we'll go back and look at the data, and when we look at East Antarctic Plateau, we find out minus 35.8 degrees was the lowest temperature in August 2010. So we go back over here, and we're just going to write something here, okay? Sorry, I forgot the temperature there, minus 135.8. So get my mouse going here. Minus 135.8 degrees Fahrenheit in August 2010, okay? And then we save that. And it shows up over here. You can see we have an untitled layer here, so we can click on this untitled layer and give it the title Interesting Places, and we'll save that as well. So now we have place number one, Antarctic. So we'll get rid of that. We go back to our document, and we get over here, the next one is the world's most populated place. It's Shanghai. So we go back over here, and on our search here, we're just going to type in Shanghai into the search engine, and it gives us Shanghai. All right, and once again, we'll add it to the map, and Shanghai appears over here. We'll remove this, and we'll go back over here and take a look at the population, 24,150,000, okay? So go here and put in a nice sentence here. Shanghai has a population of 24,150,000, okay? And we'll save it. Now, I'm not putting in a lot of information. I'd like you to put a bit more, but you can do that as we go through. So that's two of them are done. And now we can go on to the third one, which is the least populated city. Look at that beautiful picture there of Vatican City. So I'll list the third one with you here. We'll get rid of this here, and we'll put down here Vatican City. Boom. It will find it for us. Once again, we'll add it to our map. We'll get rid of this, and then home of the Pope and the least populated city in the world. I think even over on here, it gives us that picture. It's amazing. It gives us some 842 people. Only 842 people live. Oops, my typing's horrible right now. Live in this city. Okay, and once again, we'll save it. and it puts it up over here. So watch what happens. I've got 3 of these in here. You're going to have 28 when you go to the document, but when we scroll out or zoom out here, go way out, there's Vatican and Rome. There's Shanghai. The Antarctic one's tough to see because it's down over here, but it's on there as well. So gradually, as you do these, we'll have more and more pins as you add more and more of these places here. All right. So that's the directions for doing for plotting these places. The next part would be to share this once you've completed it, and I'm going to make a different video to share to show you how to share your document when it's done, because it's a little bit different than what we have before. So use these directions, start plotting them, and then look back for the other document.